I this is another gut punching one. Rangers lose 2-0 to the Carolina Hurricanes, and they are now down 2-0 in the series, where they could easily be either up 2-0 or split at 1. Um, I I just don't even know where to begin. I don't know where to begin. Um, I guess we'll start by leave a like if you enjoy this, subscribe if you're new, especially if you're Ranger fans. We recap every game here. I I don't know what to say. I genuinely don't know where to even start. I don't. I'm just so lost. The first period I thought was one of the worst periods I've seen all year long, and the second period was somehow even worse. First period, they showed nothing. They showed nothing. Strome had a chance with a loose puck in the crease. Didn't bury that. Rooney and Smith both get roughing penalties. Comes a 4-on-4. Lindgren then has a chance in front of the net off of a rebound from a Panarin backhand chance. Nope. Nope. Lindy then took a puck to the... He also took a puck to the face in this period, I should say. Smith and Hedl then both got penalties. How Hedl got a penalty, no idea. But on the power play, way too much passing. With the 4-on-3, I should say there was too much passing. They always just made the extra pass, as it's been a theme all season long. And 5-on-4, useless. Useless. Power play ends. You have Reeves make a nice little no-look pass to the middle of the ice, where we saw Evan Rodriguez in the last series feast on that. Svechnikov almost did. Schneider makes a nice back check though on it. And then Kopp gives one to Strome, and Strome misses an open net as well. People like to say it happens. You miss open nets every once in a while. It happens. It's the fact that this is a constant theme with this team. It's a constant theme. The Rangers couldn't even do anything. Pony then goes off for a slashing penalty. And the best chance on that was from Carolina, as Teravainen hits the post on a 2-on-1. Overall, first period, bad. 8-5 in favor of Carolina for shots. Second period was worse somehow. The Canes got everything. Ryder takes a penalty, and the Canes power play didn't convert, but they came really close. Laffy got high sticked in front of the Canes net. Shea goes off for 4 minutes. And the only thing that happened on that was Carolina scores. Aho and Smith get a 2-on-1. Of course, Brendan Smith. He buries one on the 2-on-1. And that makes it a 1-0 game. And real nice that the third defensive pair for Carolina is doing this. Rooney then takes a dumb penalty, followed by a Kreider penalty. Get a 5-on-3. D'Angelo almost makes it 2-0, but Igor makes a glove save. That's huge. And that period ends. Not much else to say. 8-8 were the shots somehow. Then the third period. You know, it's just sad because I tweeted it out, and I'm not deleting the tweets because I'm not embarrassed of it. I believed in the team. I believed in them. I thought this is the same spot they've been in all year. I thought that this is where they wanted them. They do best when trailing. They somehow were getting demolished. And it was only a 1-0 game because of a silly mistake that was made. And I thought they were going to do this. And they give so much promise. In the third period, they showed life. They showed fight. They showed grit. And they showed no quit. But couldn't get a good enough chance on Antti Raanta. And the Rangers, well, sorry. Aho got the dagger, and then the Rangers lose 2-0. They shot themselves in the foot in 2 games in a row now. This is a scenario where they could be up 2-0 in the series. 2 missed open nets. And just 2 stupid mistakes has put them down 2-0 in the series. Series isn't over until you lose a home game, but I'll tell you right now, if the top 6 doesn't get their head out of their ass, pack it up in 4. I'm going to be at game 4. I don't even know what to say. Because they gave it their all in the third. Even had a bit of a line change. Lafreniere ended up getting moved up to that second line. You had Pop then play on the third line. Even though I think it should have been Strome. But whatever. The first line needs some serious change. Kreider. We'll talk about it. But shots in the third, 8-6 in favor of the Rangers. Shots in the game, 21-22 in favor of Carolina. Face-off percentage, 57-44 in favor of Carolina. The power play was 0 for 4. 0 for 4. Hits, 31-22 in favor of Carolina. Block shots, 24-15 in favor of Carolina. And giveaways, 8 for the Rangers, 6 for the Canes. I'd love to say that here's the problem I have. Everyone likes to be like, this is a team that we're supposed to lose to either way. One, that is a loser, moronic mentality. Absolute loser mentality if you're going into this and being like, oh, well, we were going to lose the series anyway. Stop using that to make yourself feel better. You know that you're lying to yourself. You know you want to believe in this team. You know you do. And if you really don't, why are you even here? What are you doing this for? What are you doing this for if you're just going to lie to yourself? Or should say that. What are you doing here if you're not going to believe? I get it when they're down 3-1 in the series. When even I thought they were dead in the water. I get it if they go down 3-0. Fine. But after one game even, I saw, oh, we're getting swept. What are you guys here for if you're going to just have that attitude, number one? Number two, the attitude's even worse when Carolina isn't even playing their best hockey and the Rangers are losing just because they're shooting themselves in the foot. It's simple as that. Simple as that. Listen, I get it. Carolina's a great defensive team. I get it. I get they're a great team in general. But no offense to Carolina, and I'm sorry, Canes fans, because I know I have a few watching the video. They haven't played the best games in game 1 and 2. And Cane fans, back me up here. Are you really impressed with the way that your team has played in the first 2 games? Are you really? Because I don't think you could be that impressed. Considering Game 1, you guys won because Capo Caco missed a wide open net. And in this game, you almost let it get away from you. And you only scored 1 goal either way. The Rangers at the end of the day did not test Raanta enough. Because, God forbid they test a goalie that is... God forbid they test a backup goalie. Let's not put it any other way. Let's not sugarcoat it. I don't know if it's because in practice they're too used to shooting on Igor Shesterkin, where you literally need the perfect pass and setup to get by him. Is it that, or is it you're just losers? Which one is it? Which one is it? I'd love answers. The first line should be embarrassed. Kreider, Zibanejad, and Vetrano. This has been now 9 games of this shit. Don't go there with the Game 7 they showed up. Game 6. Don't go there with me. Because at the end of the day, they still didn't even play that good in those games. Mika Zibanejad cannot win a face-off at all. He somewhat improved in the third period, but we're not giving out participation medals here for showing up for part of the game here. Kreider, captain my fucking ass. Captain my fucking ass. Where are you? Where are you? This must be how Leaf fans felt when Austin Matthews scored an absurd amount of goals last year and didn't show up in the playoffs. I guess this is what it feels like, right? I haven't seen Kreider in front of the net once this series. Once. Not once. And Frank Vetrano, why is he on the top line still? What is he doing? He just shouldn't be there. The second line, Panarin, Strowman. I guess we'll use Lafreniere for this. The line was so much better when Lafreniere was on it. I will say that. But Ryan Strome needs to get the fuck out of here. It's inexcusable, these open net misses. It's pathetic. And he's not doing anything on the forecheck. Barely winning faceoffs. Oh, my bad. He was 55%. Yeah, well, that's because he got kicked out of the dot a couple times, and Andrew Kopp had to take some faceoffs for you. You weren't doing well enough. And he needs to be off of that top power play stat. Sick of it. Panarin, garbage turnovers. Garbage. And everyone wanted to laugh when he said in the press conference that he doesn't want to do dumb shit at the blue line. Well, you did some dumb shit at the blue line a couple times, Artemi. You really did. And if we're going to talk about Lafreniere, thought he was great. I thought Lafreniere had a great game. I think that he's been the best player all postseason for the Rangers. I don't think that it's been close. I do not think so. Outside of maybe goaltending. Even then, actually, no. Lafreniere just has by miles. And finally got rewarded. But too late. Too late. I also don't like this conservative hockey bullshit that Gallant is having us play. Why change the system in the playoffs? Why go away from what was winning you games in April? Ito, Kopp, and Kakko. Kakko had that one nice move, almost set up Lafreniere in the first period. Other than that, I wasn't wowed by Kakko's game. Same with Heedle. I thought he had some decent looks, but Eh. Pop. He no-showed. He no-showed. And the fourth line, Rooney is easily driving himself out of town as no longer being the fourth line center of this team next year because he takes dumb penalties nonstop. Dumb. I didn't like his play at all. Reeves I thought was okay. I thought Reeves actually had a pretty solid game. And Tyler Mott, I don't know what more you could ask for a guy that clearly isn't even 100% healthy. He needs to be back next year because he clearly is making a difference. And the fact that he got less than 10 minutes of ice time is criminal. Get him up on the top line for Frank Vatrano right now. I don't know why Gallant's not seeing this. I guess I'm some idiot on the internet at the end of the day. What do I know? But I just think it makes more sense given the way Mott's been playing versus Vatrano, but sure. Lindgren and Fox. Eh. Trouba and Miller. Didn't like how they played. Thought both of them were a dumpster fire out there, but whatever. Lindgren was good, I should say, but Fox was meh. And for Schneider and Braun, I thought they both played great, especially Justin Braun. I loved Justin Braun's play. That one play in the neutral zone he had in the third period, which he kept Carolina from getting another scoring chance there. I don't know what more you could ask for from your third defensive pair. I guess goals because Carolina's third defensive pair is producing that. And then Igor, I'm so sorry for him that we're back to the team just not showing up for him. Glad we're back there because those were fun times, weren't it? And I thought it went away. I thought the problems were solved, but I just don't understand. Don't understand. Because I don't even know. These are back-to-back deflating losses, and Carolina now gonna have a fire lit under their ass, and they're gonna just keep rolling through. And the fact that they've played two subpar games in a row now, and you didn't take advantage of it. How are you gonna win the series when Carolina finds their game? How are you gonna win it? And if Carolina doesn't find their game and they keep winning just by playing a subpar game, well, Carolina's going to be just thankful for us then. Get the Twitter. New York Style 24 just with a Eminem shrugging. And then Black Dog RVA says, yeah, the kill line has looked good, but is still not scoring, so who cares? 2 winnable games now just slip away. The Canes are such a solid team. Feels like this might be their year. Let's try to win game 3 and take it from there, but this isn't looking good. I disagree about that third line not scoring. They have the only goal of the series so far, and they have a decent amount of points, so I have no problem with them. And right about 2 winnable games that they let slip away. I said it just now that I agreed. And for the Canes being their year. They haven't wowed me this series. No offense to the Canes or Canes fans. They haven't wowed me this series. They wowed me more in the bubble series than they are right now. Obviously, there's time for that to change for them, but I'm not overly impressed by Carolina. I just think that the Rangers aren't capitalizing on subpar play. You have to go win game 3 now. You have to. And if the top 6 doesn't show up, then yeah, it's wraps in 4. So I don't know what else to say. I really don't. If you enjoyed, leave a like. Subscribe if you guys are new. See you in the next.